follow me.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Die Hard Orchids. Today I have something really cool to show you guys. So a couple weeks ago I bought a couple new orchids and I haven't showcased them yet, so here is one of the ones that I'm going to showcase to you. So this one that I got is a Zygoneria Sweet Jade or Sweet Cheyenne. And the reason why I got it was because my sister is actually named Cheyenne. So kind of a tribute orchid and really nice plant to have because it reminds me of her. So yeah, now this is a relative of the other one that I have, which isn't Zygoneria, it's Zygopetalum. And the variety of that one is called Jumpin' Jack. So pretty similar care requirements to Phalaenopsis. What I do understand is that these orchids like to be kept a little bit on the warmer side. So I'm going to have it in the warm part of my room. But yeah, this is a really cool plant and I'm really excited to have this to my collection. It's got a new growth there, as you can see, which has grown pretty significantly since I've got it. It's got substantial aerial roots down in the midst of the plant right there, and yeah, so really high hopes for this orchid. Unfortunately, it isn't doing too well right now. I think the place that I have it has a little bit too much cold, so one of the leaves is starting to turn yellow. But yeah, so this is a really cool one. And I do have a picture of what the flowers look like, so they'll come up on the screen. But yeah, so that's all I have about this orchid. I'm not going to do a real total care tutorial about it yet until I can actually figure out how to get this one to work. And I'm going to have to possibly leave this one here up in Idaho for right now until I can get somebody to bring it back down to California with me, because my entire collection is down there. There will be an update coming soon about those ones, just as a side note, because I have a couple of issues with that, and I have mostly great news though. Most of my plants are doing great down there. But yeah, so again, really cool orchid, and I am super excited to have this one in my collection. So there's orchids that are actually named after every member of my family, and I'm trying to get all of them. There's actually one named Salome too, but I need to do more research and I need to find out where that one is because I have no idea how to get that one. This one I just found on a fluke when I happened to go into a place. So there is my Zygoneria Sweet Cheyenne. Now the other orchid that I have is not really mine. I got this one for Dad. It is an unnamed orchid that is crossed with Phalaenopsis bellina. Unfortunately, that is the only thing that I know about this orchid, other than the fact that it's fragrant and has kind of flat, broad-shaped leaves, which is a characteristic of bellina, other than the fact of it being fragrant. Yeah. It doesn't have a real strong fragrance right now. These ones are mostly fragrant during the daytime. They don't really have a big fragrance at night. I'm thinking it has to do with the sunlight that hits the flowers that causes the scent to be activated and come out more. But yeah, this one I just found at the store basically. Now, unfortunately, this is potted in rock wool. Now, rock wool does the same thing as sphagnum moss. However, I don't like to use it because it tends to dry out faster, and it tends to, when you water it, it becomes soggy. But like I said, then it dries out really bad. Not a favorite. Sphagnum moss works better. You can keep it moist for a bit longer, but it works as a water retentive agent instead of it basically being like too waterlogged. You'll just have it be the perfect amount of water depending on the stuff that you have. So I'm actually going to repot this because, again, I don't like it. I do have a thing of sphagnum moss that I'm going to use, so that'll be in a separate video. So that's it for this week. Sorry I don't have a lot of content right now because my entire collection is in San Diego, and I'm having issues with some places. So I do have more content coming. I'm gonna repot this one just as a filler video. That's gonna be next week. But yeah, so stay tuned. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to have earned your subscription today with this video, if I've entertained you. Yeah, and stay tuned for the next one.